So I wanted to discuss fallow field syndrome. In 2019, there was a lot of acres and river valleys that were flooded, and growers didn't have the opportunity to get something planted. And it's really critical that we get a crop or some kind of cover crop planted there to kind of promote some of that soil activity there, biological activity. And the reason for that is if we go into next season, and you think back to 2015 when we had a lot of soybean not planted in the state of Missouri because it was so wet, we saw some issues going to the next season where they planted corn. You saw a lot of purpling, and there's some reasons for that. And part of that is because with that decreased biological activity in that soil, and in particular we're concerned about arbuscular mycorrhizae. That helps the plants intercept some of the phosphorus there. Actually, they extend that root system about 100 times longer than the roots alone. And phosphorus in particular is really immobile, so the plants have to work and penetrate to that. Some cover crops you want to use a lot of grasses. So your silver rye would be a great one because it works and promotes VAM is what we call it, the vascular arbuscular mycorrhizae. So it promotes those populations, and they're there residually there for the next crop. So when you were to go plant corn per se, it would help intercept some of that phosphorus. You wouldn't have that purpling going early into that season. And if you're not able to get a cover crop, ideally you'd want to go to a crop that's not as sensitive to VAM. So you would like to use a soybean or a sorghum or something like that. You can plant corn, and actually some research has indicated that if you do and go ban phosphorus on top of corn following a fallow field, you won't have as big of a yield penalty. Again, we want to get that corn up and going prior to V5 before we're setting ears nice and healthy. So if we plant a cover crop, the likelihood of coming back with a corn or something like that, you have greater success doing that.